Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be habits that I am taking into 2021 with me to ensure that I just try and have a much more healthy and positive life and start to the year. So if you are interested to see what sort of habits I have started doing in the last few days and hopefully going to be continuing into the year, then please continue watching this video. And if you enjoy these kind of videos, then please give this video a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you as a viewer. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so before we get into the video, I just want to put out there how sorry I am that I have been away for about a month, I think it is, and I just haven't posted any videos, and there's sort of no real explanation as to why, apart from my head just wasn't in the right place. And I'm not someone that really suffers with my mental health. I don't really suffer with anxiety too much, but over the last month I've definitely noticed a dip in my mental health, and my anxieties have been incredibly high, and I just didn't have the energy or motivation to want to be videoing and filming and editing and uploading content for you guys. One, because it wasn't going to be content that I enjoyed filming and that I was happy with putting out, and two, I just wasn't in the right frame of mind. I wasn't in the right headspace. I was tired all the time. I just had no motivation to do anything, and there's just been quite a few reasons for it. I think I mentioned to you back in December that my granddad passed away, which was just a big hit on me, and so many people out there that are dealing with people passing away during this pandemic, because the hardest thing was that I couldn't really be with him in his final days, and that was really difficult. So that took a big hit on me, and we've also had just a little bit else going on within the family that I don't want to talk about too much because we're all fine, but it's just been quite a bit of a stressful time. So I'm just putting that down to why my anxieties and my sort of mental health has been on a little bit of a decline over the last sort of few weeks. But it is a new year, and I'm really trying to make something out of this YouTube channel. I absolutely love making videos and editing them and putting them out there for you guys, so I'm really going to try my hardest to make amazing content, be organised, and just try and stick to a schedule, upload these videos for you guys, but also not push myself to do so many that I was trying to do back sort of at the end of last year. So yes, I just wanted to get that out there before we get into the video. So thank you so much for bearing with me, and thank you so much for joining me on this video. So like I said at the beginning, we will be discussing today some habits that I have started doing recently and that I'm going to be carrying on into 2021 to remain positive and happy and a healthy person. So the first one then that I want to talk about is looking after my body, and obviously I briefly just touched about that, but that isn't just my physical body, it's also about my mental health as well, and both parts of your body are extremely important, and it has never been a better time to look after your body than now and during this pandemic, because it has just taken a massive hit on everyone in so many different ways that we didn't even see coming. So first of all, for my physical health, I'm going to be starting to eat healthy. So we have started making a meal plan which is much healthier than the meals we've ever cooked before, and our shops are just full of so much more fresh produce, fresh fruit, fresh veg, meat, and just trying to cut back on certain foods like red meat. We're not trying to eat as much dairy and carbohydrates, etc. So we're just trying to make better food choices when it comes to our meal plans. Secondly, I want to start drinking a lot more water. So I am quite guilty of not drinking much water, and I spend a lot of my time with a headache, probably feeling very dehydrated. So I think the recommended is like 8 glasses per day. So I have got one of these big bottles. I'm just going to try and fill up a couple of times a day and just try and get through. Whether I fill it up with water, squash, or mix it up a little bit, I'm definitely going to start increasing my water intake and see if that makes a difference with how I feel within myself. Try and reduce those headaches, but it's also good for helping with nails, skin, hair, all things that I've definitely noticed have taken a bit of a hit over the last few months. So I'm definitely going to give that a go to see if that improves my physical body. And last thing to do with physical body is getting a little bit more sleep. Having a better sleep routine is going to help you throughout your day. So at the moment I probably go to bed at like midnight, 1 a.m, and then I'm up at about 7 a.m. with George, who is my little boy who gets up incredibly early. So I really don't sleep that much at all. And my sleep has been quite disrupted because of my anxieties over the last few months, so I'm really not getting that much sleep. So I'm starting to come upstairs and have a evening routine and put my phone away so I'm not staring at like a harsh light or anything in the evenings, and just taking a bit of time to myself to relax, to get the full 8 hours that I need to be able to feel better. And the last sort of few days I've been having about 7-8 hours sleep, and I've woken up feeling so much more energetic and motivated to get on with my day. So they are 3 things I'm going to be doing to help with my physical body. So moving on then, ways to help with my mental health. Like I said, I am someone that really hasn't suffered with anxiety or depression or stress before, but like I said, the last few months there's just been so much going on. I've definitely taken a hit with my mental health, and it's just been on a bit of a decline over the last few months. So the first thing that I'm going to do is start addressing how I'm feeling. There are so many people out there that I know love and care about me and are always willing to listen and talk. So the first thing I'm going to do is address that I have got some stresses or some anxieties that are worrying me, and talk to them with people when they sort of arise in my brain. So I'm not just dwelling on them too much or just putting them to the back of my brain, because doing that they're going to come forward again eventually, and I just need to address them front on so I can sort of get to the problem and not just scurry them away and worry about it by myself. The second thing that I'm going to be trying to do is meditating. So I've heard that meditating is just really good for cleansing your soul, your mind, and just feeling so much better about yourself. So I'm going to start learning how to meditate. I've got an app called Calm that I'm going to start listening to, and Breathe is another one where it sort of helps control your breathing and just to calm you down and get you in that sort of right frame of mind. So they are a few things I'm going to be doing to look after my physical and my mental health. The next habit that I've been doing that I'm going to be taking into 2021 is cleaning. And I know, or you guys know on my channel, that I absolutely love to clean. I'm one of those clean freaks that enjoys cleaning my house. But something I've been doing is making sure that my house is not spotless in the evenings, but my house is clean in the evening. Whether that is putting the washing away, cleaning up George's toys, doing the washing up, emptying the dishwasher, all those small kind of things. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm not coming down to a smelly kitchen, a dirty home that is just going to really unmotivate me for the day. And I've been doing this for quite some time anyway, but I sort of did slack a little bit within December. So it's something I've been starting again over the last few days and will continue into the year, is just making sure before I go to bed that my house is as clean as I can possibly make it in the evening without putting too much stress and effort into doing a big deep clean. I'm just going to go around, potter around, clean up a few bits around the house, so when I wake up it's feeling nice and fresh and ready to start my day. The next habit then that I'm going to be taking into the year is having a routine, and not just the one routine but different routines. Now humans, they need routines. We thrive off having a routine, and I am going to start by doing a morning and an evening routine. So my morning routine is just going to consist of me getting up, spending time with George, focusing on getting ready for the day, ready for the morning, making sure I'm having breakfast, making sure that I am just taking care of my body, making sure that George is ready, but just doing in a really structured order that I know that as I'm sort of like a bit like a checklist, like a tick box. So every time I do something, I know what I'm moving on to next. I'm not stressing or fretting about what I need to do next, especially with having children. It can get so stressful. So I'm going to make sure that I have my morning routine, but then also on the other side, I'm going to have an evening routine, and not just an evening routine for myself and George and like the chores and the housework that needs doing, but also an evening routine of looking after myself. So whether that is, I don't know, having a bath, doing my moisturiser, doing my skincare, all that kind of thing, just to ensure that I know I've got everything done throughout the day, morning and night and evening, for myself and for George. So the next habit then that I'm going to be taking into the year is dedicating time to myself. So this is one that I always seem to put last of the pile because I am so anxious or wanting to put everyone else before me and the house before me and the cleaning before me, because I feel like they are just things that need to get done. However, I've started to notice if I don't take care of myself, those things aren't going to get done. So every day I'm just going to dedicate a little bit of time to myself, and whether that is what it will be when George has gone to bed, whether that is having a nice bubble bath, whether that is coming in my bedroom and reading a book for half an hour, whether that's painting my nails or watching a TV show, something along those lines where I'm just dedicating a little bit of time to myself, whether it's 10 minutes one evening or an hour, just doing something that I'm passionate about, that I'm going to enjoy, and I can just sort of forget about the outside world for a little bit, forget about the washing in the washing up bowl, forget about, I don't know, the cleaning that needs doing, and just focus on myself. Because like I said, if I don't focus on myself, I'm going to just start feeling really, really crappy about myself, and then I won't be able to do the things that I feel like are the more important things, like the cleaning and looking after George, etc. So that is one big habit, one massive habit, like I said, that I normally put to the back but is completely top of my list this year, is just dedicating time to myself. So a next habit then that I want to take into the year is reducing my screen time. So I know I'm not the only person that is guilty of spending so much time on my phone, and I did this as when I was like a teenager, and I ended up deleting my Facebook app because I was just constantly just scrolling through my Facebook, not even sure really what I was looking at. I didn't know half the people that were on my Facebook, and I was spending so much time investing my time in other people's lives that I was just sort of forgetting to have my own life. And I feel like sort of over lockdown that has been quite it's been happening again, and that's probably not just me, it's probably quite a lot of people. And social media, Instagram, TikTok, all these kind of things, not a bad thing at all. I absolutely love social media. I love what it does. However, for myself, I feel like I just need to take a step back and reduce the time that I actually spend on my phone. And not even with social media, with apps, I'm addicted to Candy Crush. And that's so embarrassing to say that, but I am. And I would just sit on the sofa with the TV on, and I'm on my phone, and I've just got two screens going on. I'm not really paying attention to any of them. So I'm going to start doing things during the time I would be on my phone. So what I have started doing is putting my phone, it's on loud in case anyone needs to call me, but I've started putting my phone in a different room. So I'm not going to be guilty of picking it up, looking through TikTok, looking through Instagram, sitting on Candy Crush. And I can actually do other things. And I've noticed I've had a little bit more time to do a bit of extra cleaning. I've had a bit of extra time to do things for myself, like read a book. And I've also had a bit more time to sort of plan my life, plan my YouTube, and edit videos, etc. So that's a massive thing that I want to stop doing, is spending so much time on my phone. And over the last week I have noticed when you get like your average screen time report, it's been much lower this week, which I'm really happy about. And I think that might be another reason as to why I'm sleeping a bit better as well, because in the evenings or late at night when I'm getting into bed, I would normally just scroll through TikTok or play Candy Crush, and I haven't touched my phone in the evening. So I think that's another big reason as to why my sleep has been a little less interrupted as well. And the last habit then that I want to take into the year is starting to exercise a little bit more. Now, I'm someone that isn't very active. I don't exercise very much. I'm very lucky that I'm blessed with a very high metabolism, and I could just eat all the chocolate in the world and I don't seem to put any weight on. And I'm completely aware that that is going to stop at some point, and I really need to start taking control of my body, which is what I'm doing this year. So I have dedicated a bit of time sort of each day or morning whilst we're working from home to start going out for a few walks, even if it is just around my block, like around the house. So in the mornings before work, I don't start till 9. I can drop George off at nursery about 8, and I can come back and just take a 15-20 minute walk around the house. It's really good just to sort of get out of the house, get on your feet, get moving, put some music in, not be with the kids, be with myself, and just get some fresh air. And I've noticed that has helped with my mental health, and also, yeah, with just getting moving with my physical health as well. Obviously in the future I would quite like to start doing a few maybe exercise classes within gyms, or maybe going for a longer walk sort of quite far away, but we're currently in tier 4, so there's not a lot we can really do in terms of that. But I'm definitely going to start moving more, being a lot more active. I used to have quite an active job. I used to be a waitress, and I've been in like the hospitality industry since I was 16, since I left school, and I'm now almost 26, about 10 years. And then when the pandemic happened, I left that job to go and get a different job because I needed the income, I needed the money. So I now work in an office, and I'm sat down all day. And I've noticed a big difference in my sort of like old sort of lifestyle and running around as a waitress, and now just being sat down all the time. So definitely going out for walks and things is definitely something going to help me. So that is actually then all the habits that I have been trying to do and also that I want to carry on with into 2021. And guys, if you have any habits, please comment them down below, and if you have any sort of suggestions or anything else that I can sort of improve on within the habits that I mentioned, then please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear your suggestions. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you as a viewer. It's completely free to subscribe, but it really does help me out, and I love to meet so many people on here and get to know each and every one of you. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye.